This is Roger Simon for PJTV, and I'm here with Senator Lindsey Graham, who is running for president. Well, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. This is the way you run for president.
Yes.
This is so cool.
It's totally cool,
It's
isn't it?
beyond cool.
Everybody's having a great time.
I don't know how you do it in France, but in America you come to Iowa.
But yeah, France, you get some good food.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Same here.
Same here, true. Okay, so let's go to the Lindsey Graham sweet spot, which is foreign policy.
Yeah.
And we all know that you're coming into this election in part because you care so much about that. Tell us what you would do on day one that would change the posture of America in the world.
I'd lead from the front, not from behind. There are more terrorist organizations with more safe havens, with more money, more capability to attack the homeland than any time since 9/11. I would send more forces to Iraq to rebuild the Iraqi army. We need about 10,000 U.S. forces. ISIL is large, rich, entrenched. I'd make them poor, small, and on the run, and it means you got to go back, partner with others, and dig these guys out of the ground.
How about Iran? I know you've been leading the pack there in the Senate rejection of the deal. What's going to happen when that comes down the pipe?
I think President Obama wants the deal way too badly. I authored the legislation along Senator Corker, Mendendez, and others to make sure Congress has to vote on any deal with the Iranians. A good deal with Iran would be a blessing. A bad deal is a nightmare. If you don't have any time, anywhere inspections of every facility in Iran, including military facilities, it's a bad deal. I'm afraid we're about to start a nuclear arms race in the Mideast with this deal.
All right. Now, what happened? Do you have enough teeth to stop it? Not you personally, but does the Senate have enough teeth to stop this deal if it comes down the way you're describing it?
If it's the deal I think it's going to be, where they get money without changing their behavior, where there is no anytime, anywhere inspections, without good verification, there should be no deal. And you shouldn't negotiate with the Iranians until they change their behavior in terms of disrupting the Mideast. I believe if the deal is bad, which is lack of inspections, they get money to fund their war machine without changing behavior, we'll get over 13 Democrats to say no, because a bad deal leads to a nuclear arms race in the Mideast.
Oh, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. You get 13 Democrats.
Yeah.
All right, let's play electoral politics a little bit. You come into this as a dark horse, of course, but you have an interesting life story and all of that. How do you propose to go from here and gather steam?
Well, I've never seen more threats against the homeland. I think I'm the best qualified to be Commander-in-Chief. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan over 30 times. I know all the leaders in the region, and I know our enemies, and most importantly, they know me. 33 years in the Air Force. I've been more right than wrong about foreign policy, national security. We should never left Iraq. We predicted what would happen if we did. So I think I have the best background, experience, and judgment to be Commander-in-Chief on day one. And we're going to take the fight to these guys if I'm president, because if we don't, they're coming here.
All right, I hope that works. Now, here's the
well, whether it works or not on the campaign trail, it will work as policy.
Yes.
If you're war weary, I understand being frustrated, but I'm not too weary to defend this nation. I'm weary of being walked all over, not respected as a nation. I'm weary of terrorists growing in strength and capability, crucifying children, and having capability to attack our homeland. I'm tired of leading from behind.
All right. Now we have a situation, though, in the electorate. It seems to me, I don't know how you feel about this, that the Republicans have a very good shot on foreign policy and on the economy, which obviously is stalled. The one area where they are going against the public, it seems to us at PJ Media, we've been watching this, are the social issues. What is going to happen? Almost every candidate here is opposing same-sex marriage, and yet in the latest Pew poll, 60% of the country supports it. How would you, as a candidate, deal with that?
Well, I'll tell you this. You're not going to lose the election because you're socially conservative. You're not going to win the election because you're socially liberal. You're going to win the election because you can jumpstart a stagnant economy, and you got a plan to defend this country against radical Islamic threats. I'm proudly pro-life, but I say so without animosity. If you don't agree with me on abortion, let's talk about taxes. I support traditional marriage, but if the Supreme Court rules same-sex marriage bans are unconstitutional, we need to move on. So at the end of the day, the issues that will define this election are our national security and our economic security. We have too much debt and too many terrorists, and I want to reduce both.
Thanks very much, Senator.
Wow.